Hello everyone, this is Lisa. I hope everyone is doing well this springtime 2022 and you're growing and with your families, everyone is doing well, I pray. This is the first video I've done this year. Last year got a little overwhelming and I didn't do much of filming during the summer. And I don't even remember the last video I did. I think it might have been maybe in the fall. I did a fall tour, but I already have a lot of stuff planted and I've been harvesting already this year. And everything is doing so well. And I sowed seeds a different way this year and I've been having fun. My sister is still here and we both have really been enjoying 2022 spring gardening so far. My sister got this green stock tower and she put strawberries in it and a few flowers at the bottom. They're doing well. She got the strawberries she grew from seed some, but she actually got them from this batch right here, which it started out last year as 8, and I think the variety is All-Star in that container right there. Well, we didn't maintain it and all the runners grew off of it and it expanded to what it is right now, and it is they're growing out of the ground. They are on both sides of these containers. Like it's growing, they're growing all around there. And they're doing well. I mean, it's strawberries down in there. There's one that's trying to get red right there. But I kept saying that I was going to thin this out and give away some of the plants so I could make room for our own growing. And then I didn't ever do it. You can see down in there are a lot of strawberries. Actually one right here. Some also strawberry. And I kind of like, because these limbs are taller, the leaves can't really see down in there. So I am going to get some tulle and kind of cover this area so that the birds won't get busy. We added these grow bags and they got like 3 sections in them. Like that's a section and then this is a section. And so right here is my spinach. This is red romaine lettuce. And this is the green romaine lettuce. And this is a butter crunch. I grew it from seed and I had a lot and they all didn't make it. I put them in here and they just didn't make it. This was the only one that did. And I didn't even think he would, but I'm gonna let him stay there because it looks like it's gonna grow well. I went in after those other ones didn't make it. I went in and put in some radish and I only did that like 3 days ago and they're already up. Put radish in this section as well. I'm excited because I just planted them 3 days ago. This is red Swiss Chard. I've never had Swiss Chard and this one is very nice. Very nice. This is my bunching onions. They almost didn't do well. Some did grow, and that's what I got. These are carrots, and they're a little spotty because I did more in the rows, but it's probably okay because you didn't need them to be so close together and all piled up on top of each other. This is the first round of radish that I planted, and these probably need harvesting, but I've harvested some, and I'll probably come and get these, and then maybe plant more carrots or something in there. This is my sage. Planted them from seeds. This is thyme. This is broccoli, I think. Yeah. That's my broccoli. That's my broccoli. This is red cabbage. And they are a little slow. They went in slow, late. So this is oregano. Those are planted from seed. These are chives, common chives. They're doing good. Parsley, it's under there. I don't know why we have one under there, but we do. And this one was planted from seed last year, and it sat in this bed over here over the winter, and it has come back. It's very nice now. That is some sage from last year that we bought. That is cauliflower. I don't know if we'll get anything from it, but I mean I don't think we're gonna get anything from it because it's gonna get too hot. These are the Romanesco. I'm still not clear if they are broccoli or cauliflower. Some websites you get the seeds and they say cauliflower. Some say broccoli, so I don't know. But that's the broccoli Romanesco. Those are our chives. And they were beautiful the other day. We've had some hot days, but they still look nice. That's my celery, and I'm blanching some of them. Some of them I think needed a little more time to grow, but the blanching process is like 2 weeks before they need to be harvested. The blanching process is to kind of take away some of the bitterness and make them look more like the ones that you buy at the store than like, I don't know, it just takes away some of the bitterness, I think. These are collard greens, and they are probably about to get too warm. It's probably about to get too warm here for them, but they're doing well. I picked some off of these ones. I had pak choy in here. They bolted. And so then I put these collard greens in. They're doing good. These collard greens were real huge the other day, and we harvested some of it because they were real huge. And I got a lot of stuff mixed in here. These are the curly leaf collard greens. Mustard greens. And then in the center is I think it's the tender, maybe it's the Florida broadleaf mustard greens here in the center. And then over here are the tender green mustard greens. And something is getting on him. I should take him off. Then here are turnip greens. And they're doing so well. And these are rutabagas. And they have done, I've harvested off of these 2 times already, and they're coming back. Giving them some to my family, and they all just love them. They're good. The rutabaga greens taste just like the mustard green. No, taste just like the turnip greens. And they feel like and almost look like a collard green. But they are very nice and tender and sweet. These are some giant mustard greens. They went in late. I thought they weren't going to make it. And my sister put them in this pot. And they're doing fine. This is that pak choy I mentioned earlier that went to seed. And I took them out of that bed over there and put them in this pot so that they could go ahead and give me some seeds. So that's that bed. And I have onions all around in here to kind of deter the bad insects. And these red onions are really doing well. I got them all around in here. That is a turnip there. That is a rutabaga right there. This is my rosemary, and that's some of my lemon balm. They were planted in here last year. I'm gonna put a tomato plant in there. We have so many tomato plants still left that needs to be put in. That's my lemon balm as well. My sister likes to make tea with it. These are onions. These are the red onions. Look at him. He's getting real big. They're all doing well. This is a poke salad. I have to give it to my niece or somebody. Nothing goes to waste here. These, I think, are white, or they may be yellow ones. But look how big that bulb is getting. Let's see. I've learned that the number of greens that you have off the top is how many rings you're going to have in your bulb. So you want to, you're supposed to pick your onions when everything down back, but the more of the green tops that grow, the bigger your onion will be. Now some didn't really do all that well, but I'm not worried because they'll make a great bunching onion. These are my peppers, and I'm gonna I had to find a place to put them because I'm having some issues with one of my beds out here. The ants have taken it over, and we gotta do some amending before we can plant these out. I thought maybe once we take some of the greens out, we'll put them over here in this bed close to the house, but we'll see. Before I get started out here, I just wanted to show you this bed. This is the one I had squash and cucumbers planted, and peas planted in this bed last year. and it did well. I did always had to fight off the ants in that section back there. And I did it with orange oil and some Dawn dishwashing liquid and water. And it would help, but they still would come back every once in a while. And so I would have to do that. I mean, it's not just like a one-time process. You have to, whatever you do, you're going to have to do it as often as you can until they're gone. But when it's raining here and there, it's hard to keep up with the process. So I came out here the other day and dug all the dirt out. I went all the way down to the ground, and you can see the wood that we started at the bottom of the bed. So I went all the way down, but it didn't help anything because all they did was moved all along here, and they're real busy. You can see their dirt that they're making. See them right here? They just marching. Oh, they make me so mad. And now they are here. I really got to take care of this. But I was going to put my okra and my peppers. See them making the mounds over there. I already had onions growing around. But I don't really think that they have anything to do with the growth of your plants, because the onions that they're building the mounds around, they're doing fine. Look at that onion right there. It's getting big. But I don't want to be digging around in here and getting eat up by ants. Over here are tomatoes. In that pot is red Norland potatoes. That pot, and that pot are Yukon Gold. And then this pot, I think it's russet. They're from some grocery store potatoes. And they're doing good. Doing real good. There's a bunch of potatoes down in there. Some of this grass out of here. But probably next month we shall see some potatoes. These are sugar snap peas or sugar snap beans. I forget. They're doing good. And of course we got onions growing out in there too. We got onions everywhere. This is green. It's a green tomato. That's one, and that's one. And then we have a little basil plant. I did well with the basil plants along with my tomatoes last year. I only had one hornworm out of all the plants that I had out here. The year before, I had 3 or 4 tomato plants, and I pulled off 9 hornworms on them. Scared me to death. It was my first time growing tomatoes, and it scared me to death. I have onions growing around the back side of the container as well. These are brandywine. These are Big Mama. I planted those last year. They're Aroma, so that I can make my tomato sauce, my pasta sauce. The 2 basil plants. I'm assuming these are going to get bigger. Onions all around. Those are Big Mamas as well. You just need some warm weather. I just put these in like 2 days ago, so that's why they look like they look, because I peeled off a bunch of limbs and planted them deep. This is a super sauce tomato plant. And like I said, I just put these in a couple days ago, and it has not really been that warm since I put them in. It hasn't been too cold for them to be out here though, but I planted them deep. And I put a super sauce, or 2 super sauce tomato plants in this one as well. And this is my garlic. And they're getting to where it's going to be time for them to be harvested. And once I do, I'm going to amend this dirt and put the rest of my tomato plants in. I'm not going to be able to add but 4 more. But these garlic, they seem like they're gonna be pretty big. These are yellow onions. That one like this, kind of big. Once they start to bulb, you need to pull the dirt away from them so that they can bulb out and get bigger. You always need to keep your dirt fluffy. But when they start to get a bulb on them, you gotta keep the dirt away from all of them. I put bone meal on them the other day, so they should love that. These are red onions. Look at this one. He's real big. Look at this greens. This green tops. So how the big one's in there, but that's the biggest one. These are white onions. That one's getting pretty big. That one's getting pretty big. And onions everywhere. I got all of these onions from Rural King and our local co-op, and I wasn't sure about them, but I had ordered some from Dixondale, and they had not come in yet, and I was at those stores this particular day, and I ended up buying them, and I set them out, and they're doing well. These are leeks. I grew these from seed, and they're doing pretty good. And these are Beauregard sweet potatoes. Beauregard. And these are slips my sister started. And we grew Beauregard last year. And these are from the sweet potatoes that we grew last year. So I don't know. She did grocery store and she did Beauregard. So I don't know. But these slips are from our sweet potatoes from last year that we harvested. This bed is full of onions. And these are my Dixondale onions. I ordered them, and I ordered just about every short day onion I could find because I studied up on it. And in my zone, 7B, I need to grow short day onions because we never will get the light a long day onion needs to grow here. This one in particular, these 2 rows are Texas Legend. And I put them in March 4th or March 14th, I can't tell. But that's what these are. Now they're not getting the bulb that those Rural King ones are, but they're doing good. I'm okay with them. This, I think these 4 rows here, and here are Texas White, Texas Early White. And they're doing fine. They're not as big as the ones I just showed you, but they're fine. These are red onions. And Southern bell, southern red bell, southern bell. It is a red onion. They're doing fine. I keep trying to keep the dirt pulled away from them, but it still gets crowded out with the onions and with the dirt. This row and this row are more the white onions. The early white, Texas early white onions. I had some in there. I don't know how it happened. This last row is Texas sweet. I like sweet onions, but I've been hearing that sweet onions don't store well, so I didn't grow as many of them. These are my cucumbers. I just put those in a couple days ago. I grew these from seed. They're the straight 8 cucumber. And this is my butternut squash. And right over there is my patty pan squash. And I don't want to put, because last year I think I had too much over there. And I had eggplant and I had everything. And they were crowded out. I'm going to take this cover off so that you can see my Aroma bush beans, green beans. As I mentioned, these are my Aroma bush green beans. I direct sowed those. And they're coming up real good. I did them 7 days ago. They started popping up about 3 days ago. The reason why we had this tool over top is because over in that corner, I think it was a dove, had laid some eggs. And we come out here every day and just didn't see them until Saturday. We got out here and thought one of these birds are making this a home for them, and we better do something. So we sowed the seeds, and then we covered this up so that they wouldn't take up the seeds. This is my Brassica Bed, and the wind keeps blowing it over. I have it lighter mash in there, and then I have that cover, kind of make it a tent. I want to keep that moth out of it, and it's done great, but I'm going to take that off so that you can see what I have growing there. When I tell you that net has really helped from the little moth. Plus, it has still been cool, but we've had some hot days as well. But this bed is showing out, y'all. It is really doing well. I started every bit of this from seed. Some things are doing well, some things are growing slow, but on the back side of here is Brussels sprouts. Now they may not do that well. I don't really care, but I'm excited because they are growing. I have eaten Brussels sprouts leaves with my collard greens, and they're good that way. But right next to it is my red mustard greens. Look how huge that leaf is. That's my hand. Look how big that leaf is. And there's a whole lot of them out here. And you know what? We've picked off of here once already. And had a nice helping of it. They're huge. Giant red mustard greens. My first time growing these. They are so good. And they are so pretty. You almost hate to harvest them. But anyway, right here next to it, my cabbage. I mean, it's just I don't forget the name, the variety, but they look like they're gonna get big. I'm proud of them. These are my broccoli. They're just regular broccoli. In probably another month or another few weeks, they're really gonna head up and give me some broccoli. This is 3 kinds of kale right down through here. This, where's my little label? I don't know. I think this is the Lacinato Kale here. I could never get those to grow last year, and I don't know why, but I couldn't. But they're doing well this year. Probably when I clear some of this out of here, they'll do even better. This is the red Russian Kale. Last year I had the only kale I could get to grow, but it was the white Russian, and they did pretty good. And back there with the purple looking stems is the blue, it's called blue Dazzling kale. I'm excited to see how those, all 3 of these really taste. They feel like the collard green, Brassica family, whatever, but I may eat them with the collard greens. I may saute them or whatever. These here are, I think that might be a white. This is a white Kohlrabi. This is a purple one. You can see the leaves. It's purple. And this one is white. This is purple. I think it's supposed, they're mixed. They're mixed. But these 2 rows here are Kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is a root plant, kind of like the rutabaga and the turnip. They're trying to get big, but what I'll probably do is come out here and pick some of the greens off of it, and they'll probably do better. There's one trying to form there, but they'll get real big. They'll almost look like something from outer space. But last year I grew them, and I ate the greens, and the greens were good, and the root was good too. But that's our Brassica Bed, and it is really doing well. I hope everyone is doing well with your gardens, and I haven't made many videos. I get so busy and I do things, and then I think, oh, I should have filmed that, but then I don't. But I'm out here working. I'm still working, y'all. I'm trying to have some food to eat and give away some to my family, and we all can eat, because it's a shortage at the store now, and whatever you can find at the store, it don't taste good. So might as well grow your own if you have time, if you have the energy, because it's more than an ocean, but it's well worth it. That's all I have. God bless you all and your families. Happy growing 2022 spring, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Bye bye.